Just read it, you know.
Yeah, that's
okay. You continue. Okay, now it's already action.
Well, welcome back to here to Howard Paul Shore.
Hey,
I pronounced that right. And we are on part 6
already.
And, yes, already.
My goodness,
already.
Time sure flies when we're having fun.
Fun.
Well, it hasn't really been fun, but it's been a challenge.
Yeah, and so if you all have not watched the other 5 parts, please watch them. It's very informative, and we're here to shed a little bit of light on if you're having problems with your mortgage and keeping your home. This is another YouTube video that can help you with some information. So Paul here has decided to do these videos to inform us and to also let people know some of the problems that are going on with other homeowners out there.
Many.
And so for part 6, Howard, tell us a little bit what's been going on for these past few weeks since part 5.
I worked so hard in sending out my complaint letters to these government agencies, obviously, and I've had a list, and it's taken me months, and honestly, I've gotten through most of them, which is good. However, getting the help is not good because you know how it is. Most of the agencies have excuses, and they kind of put you on like a runaround or on like a little circle where you're kind of like back at square one. So basically, I'll talk about the FDIC first of all.
Yeah, I heard something like that.
Out of all the agencies, the FDIC still has my 50 pounds of documents in 2 big boxes, and basically their lawyers are going through them, and they're going to decide if I'm worth anything or if I'm not. So they told me the reason why it takes so long to go through these documents is because there's so many documents.
So you had a chance to talk to someone on the phone?
I did talk to somebody, yeah.
Oh, and about how long ago was this?
I talked to him a few days ago. The man he's kind of like the middleman. He's not the lawyer, but he's the one who was helping me to be able to basically get my stuff into their office and get it to the right people to do an investigation. And I was hoping that maybe if I could have a choice, I could just keep the homes and not owe any money. And what he said is that probably won't be an option, but what would be an option if they offered me anything would be to give me a cash settlement.
Ah.
If they gave me anything.
Well, the conversation's starting to sound kind of,
hopeful.
More
it's hopeful.
Hopeful for you. You talked to someone.
I did, yeah.
This time.
The same person I've been talking to for the last couple months.
Oh, okay.
The same person, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
But he's not the decision maker.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's the mediator at the FDIC.
All right. And anything else that they told you that might be happening?
Yeah, he says to me that by the end of May, they should have an answer. Either they're going to give me money or they're not.
Oh, well, that's coming up pretty soon, so...
If they give me something, great. If not, then I'm kind of like the song goes by Maxine Nightingale, right back to where we started from.
Okay.
I like the song.
Yes.
I don't like the reality, but I don't like the reality.
I got you. But it sounds promising, and so we're gonna cross our fingers and hopes that it's positive.
Hopefully, it's a windfall, right?
Yes.
Exactly. or like the game goes, Payday. Remember the game Payday?
Yes.
Yeah, or Monopoly, right? where you land on the right one and you win, right?
Yes.
So can we discuss? What's wrong?
Say, oh no. Like what? Just joke again. I can cut this part out. Just tell them that now, if you do get money, don't forget that Sizzler.
Oh yeah, Sizzler. Okay, go ahead.
So yes, maybe windfall. That would be good. And if it's a windfall, don't forget Sizzler. Sizzler.
You prefer Sizzler than TGI Fridays? Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Red Lobster. That's what I remember. Red Lobster. He paused.
Oh, I love Red Lobster. So I want to tell you about the latest. Besides these companies that I've approached, I've also been encouraged to contact some of the news networks that have investigative television, such as ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, and CNN.
Wow.
So I've contacted all of them in the last 5 days. In fact, just before you got over here, I sent out about 700 complaint letters to 700 executives at CNN Headline News, hoping that they'll do a news story on me. So far nothing has happened so far, but one of the news reporters did accept me on Facebook. Yeah, can you believe it?
Really?
I'm serious.
Well, it seems like you're just getting a little closer each and every day.
Well, I just want to blast the bank. I want to blast them. They need to be blasted.
Yeah.
We're on TV, and I have no shame. I'm not shy.
Yes, yes.
You know, and I have enough stuff to back myself up.
Yeah.
I really do.
Okay.
So.
And did you talk to anyone from CNN or any of the TV shows?
I haven't had a well, I haven't really talked to anybody except I called one of the numbers and they just kind of told me just to go on to some website to email. And it's like, you know, I already have my contacts. It's going to be up to them. They get so many stories. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
CNN, they must get thousands of stories a week.
Mm-hmm.
They can only choose so many.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So you talked to them by email or communicated with them by email?
CNN, yes. Some other companies I've called on the phone, but... You know, they're so busy.
Yes.
It's best just to write the letter, email, and wait for the response.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I'm ready to start talking about all this stuff.
All right. What do you have going on?
What do I have in mind? Let's see. Okay.
And this is within the past few weeks.
Yeah, since our last show, yeah.
Yes.
So, for example, HUD, Housing and Urban Development. An employee just responded and said that I sent it to the wrong person. And... you know, that person would hopefully forward it to the right people. Well, I haven't found the right person yet there, have I? Obviously not, or we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Right.
Exactly. Okay, another one, HUD. Let's see. Again, said I sent it to the wrong person and asked if I sent it to others within the department. Mm-hmm. More like, 3,000 employees have received my complaint. Duh! Okay. Didn't you know that by now? Okay. HUD, what's this? A form letter.
Okay.
There's another one from HUD. They said they received my letter and gave me some recommendations. And I think I even had a phone call with somebody named Thomas Noel telling me that my loans are not covered by FHA, which is some kind of entity within HUD. Mm-hmm. And Thomas Noel is a housing program specialist who also referred me to the Housing Counseling Hotline. Well, the counseling doesn't do any good because, it's, again, all they keep telling you to do is apply for modification. We've already talked about modifications. In fact, talking about the modification, the CPUC, who still has my complaint, they contacted the bank recently, and the bank is basically claiming that they're going to do another investigation. But you know how their investigations are. They come back to you within about 2 weeks and say, I'm sorry, Mr. Shore. We still cannot help you. It's like the song remains the same. The song has not changed. Neither have the words. Okay, what do we have here? Let's see. HUD just has an employee recommendation which says they cannot help me. That's all. Okay, that's HUD again. Another one from HUD, a response letter saying I'm not the right person to contact, but I've copied Ivory Himes, who may be able to assist you. Well, Ivory hasn't yet.
Okay, all right.
And we're not talking about Ivory Snow.
We're talking about Ivory Himes.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't Ivory still used to wash your clothes?
That sounds big.
Or is it Ivory soap? All right, next one. HUD. It's just a letter received from an employee. There was no justice put. So. Okay. What else? Another one from HUD. An employee just forwarded my complaint to their FHA Resource Center. It's nice, but no cigar. Okay. Another one from HUD. My comments were forwarded to an employee at the FHA Resource Center. That's nice. Another one from HUD. Referred my complaint letter to another department. That's nice. Okay. Another one from HUD. Only forwarded my complaint letter. Okay, that's great. You can forward to anybody you want. But where's the help? Right. Okay. Right. HUD said, oh, this is just a form letter. Refer me to a HUD counselor. We talked about counseling. And we're not talking about psychological counseling either. This is not Dr. Phil, okay? All right. Here's another one. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, which is HUD, it says here, an employee wrote back to me and said, we all have problems and don't know why I wrote to him and stated that he cannot help me. It says here, yeah. It says here, sorry, sir, I'm so sorry about your problems, which we all have. Isn't that interesting? But aren't you there to help people?
Sometimes that's all you get in a letter.
Thank you. It's just a letter.
Right.
Okay, another one from HUD. Basically said, thank you, and refer me to the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Remember them a long time ago? I've already contacted them.
Yeah.
And they said, we cannot help you because you had a court trial.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you had a court trial, they would not work with you anymore. FHA confirming my email. Okay, what else? HUD referred me to David Zeisser for assistance. Well, David, you haven't helped me yet.
Wow.
Okay. The Office of Mortgage Settlement Oversight. A thank you letter. They will keep my complaints on file. They cannot provide assistance to individual borrowers, but they'll keep my case on file. That's nice. Back to HUD. They cannot help me and refer me to the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency again, whom I've already contacted. They also told me to contact my congressional representatives. Oh, I did contact them. We're going to find out who in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yep, I did contact them.
Okay.
Heavily.
Okay.
The National Credit Union Administration, they said they have no authority nor jurisdiction over national banks, including J.P. Morgan Chase. They refer me back to the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Yes, I already contacted their lousy contact referral before. Thank you. Next one. Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. Okay, what do they say? They said that I feel that a crime has been committed. Then I should contact the law enforcement agency to investigate. And if it's warranted, then they'll get involved. So they want me to contact the police. If the police want to work with me, they'll work with me. Well, actually, I contacted the police, and they told me to go. It's a civil case, and you have to go to court. So.
Oh, wow.
Everybody refers you back to this kind of like the same people. All right, what else do we have here? The U.S. General Services Administration, just a thank you letter. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, a thank you letter. The U.S. General Services Administration referred me to the Federal Housing Finance Agency, who have already been contacted. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, a letter from Chase Bank.
Oh.
Wow, what does it say? Just a form letter. There's been no help yet.
Ah.
Remember, Chase Bank doesn't help their customers. If they helped me, I would have told you that from the beginning, right? Exactly. Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. An employee forwarded my complaint to Lieutenant Roth.
Right.
Has he helped me? No. If he did, I would have told you so. Business, Consumer Services, and Housing Agency. It says here, national banks are not under their jurisdiction of state government. That's nice to know. Here's an official letter from the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office on their original form letter. Okay.
Oh, it might be backwards.
But if you can't see it, no problem. Anyway, what do they say?
Read it in your mirror.
Exactly. It's just a response letter. There's been no help. Just to let you know that. Okay, what else do we have here? The National Credit Union Administration. They have no jurisdiction over J.P. Morgan Chase and refer me back to the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. How many times have we heard that name? God, the song remains the same. We should make a song or an album called Office of the Comptroller of the Currency Strikes Back. Wouldn't that be a good song?
That'd be a great
Be a sad song, huh?
Yeah.
Like Elton John, sad songs. They say so much. All right. Business, Consumer Services, and Housing Agency. There's been no help from them. Okay. Los Angeles Police Department. What did they say? My letter has been referred to their Commercial Crimes Division. It has been, and they were not able to help me. The U.S. Office of Special Counsel. It's a thank you letter saying they do not cover financial institutions. Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. Here is one on their letterhead. Want to show that to the people?
All right, check this out on their letterhead.
Is that lovely? A little closer?
Read it in your mirror.
Okay, no problem. What do they say? There's been no help. And this came from their Chief Deputy District Attorney. And there's still been no help. They want to help who they want to help. Remember, for them to help me, it costs taxpayers time, money, you know? They don't want to use the taxpayers' dollars to help somebody like me. Unless it's a major company, like the banks. Okay. Here's one from Noved Consulting. Just a referral letter to contact HUD's National Service Center hotline. Well, we've already gone to HUD. Okay, here is one from United States Senator Barbara Boxer. Okay. It's just a form letter saying that they want to work on my case and they asked me to fill out a Privacy Act consent form. Show the people that. So you could get help from your senators or Congress people. You'll have to, for some people, you'll need to fill out a form letter or a form to fill out to give them permission to work on your case. And this is from Robert Boxer. They need this filled out and signed so they can hopefully work on my case. Okay, next letter. From Senator Dianne Feinstein. It just says here, thank you for reaching out to us. And in order to process your request and look into the issues raised, you need to provide a signed privacy release form. Of course, we've done that already. Okay, let's see, what do we have here? This is from Sebastian Ridley Thomas. He is the son of the other Ridley Thomas. That's, what's his name? Is it Michael? No. Oh my God. His father. Do you know his father's name?
Is he supervisor?
Yeah.
I
I can't remember his name now. Oh boy. I should know his name.
I was doing his campaign.
I can't think of it.
Terrible. I'm embarrassed to say. Is it Mark? Not Mark. Is it Mark Ridley Thomas?
Yes.
Wait. His father was the original congressperson. So this is the son, and he handles things as well. So, yeah, I was able to get somebody from their office, and he is Assemblyman 54th District. So they're trying to help me as well.
Okay.
And what do? They contact the bank, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Karen Bass.
Okay.
Yeah, she knows me. So they required an authorization form. You could show people that. So if you ever contact Karen Bass, they're going to require you to fill an authorization form so they can help you. Okay? Just let you know that. That's how they work. Has to be signed.
Have you heard anything back from them? Yeah.
Not really, no. All these government congressmen or congressional agencies, they contact the bank. And the bank has to respond. The bank's not afraid to respond. It's the question, how are they going to respond? Are they going to respond the same way they did from the beginning? No help. Okay, so this is back from Sebastian Ridley Thomas. One of his assistants tried to get information for me. They said a complaint that I had filed with the Department of Business Oversight, or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. It was something about a complaint that I filed. That's all. Nothing more. Sorry. Some man, Sebastian Ridley Thomas, they're going to try to contact somebody at Chase Bank. I know that.
Okay.
Okay. U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein, they asked me to sign a privacy release form. That's all. That's been and that's already been done. You want to show people what their form looks like?
Okay, let's see.
I'm not sure if I already showed it or not. But anyway, here's the form again in case if you've seen it before, fine. If you haven't, well, there's the form that you need to fill out. Okay.
There you go.
Right. Because not everybody knows this. You can't get help from your Congress people, but they're going to require you to fill out a form. And there's still
well, at least you have, and you're putting forth.
And there's still no guarantees of getting help. Remember that. No guarantees. Okay, next. The California Monitor. They have a program. The program has already ended, which I already know that. But I just received a form letter, and that's all. Nothing. No, nothing.
Right.
The School of Law, University of Irvine. The dean of the law department responded and said, he can't help me. All right. What else? School of Law in Irvine again. They referred me to contact public counsel, and I've already contacted them. All right. School of Law of Irvine referred me to file a complaint with the Attorney General's office, Kamala Harris. I've already done that, and they treated me like shit.
Oh,
that was
okay.
Yeah. That's true. Okay. U.S. Congress, Karen Bass. Taylor Mason confirmed that they received my documentation in order to work on my case. That's all.
Okay. Just a letter that they received.
Yeah, they received it.
Okay.
School of Law in Irvine says they cannot help me. We already know that. Okay. Back to Chase Bank. What do we have here? A lousy response letter. Nothing important. Okay, next one. Oh, public counsel.
Okay.
They refer me to their intake line to see if I can get any free legal advice. Oh, that's nice. The UC Irvine School of Law. Again, they cannot help me. Los Angeles Police Department. They received my letter from Lieutenant Bruce Hosea, Commercial Crimes Division, asking me for more information about my loans. Well, they've already received everything. Federal Trade Commission. It's just a confirmation of my complaint. Federal Trade Commission, confirmation of my complaint, confirmation of my complaint. Assembly member Sebastian Ridley Thomas asking me to sign a release form for assistance from their office. Okay. What else? Assembly member Sebastian Ridley Thomas, release form has been submitted. You can show the release form that their office requires. They're all about the same. They're all pretty similar. Okay. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That's one of the agencies that I filed a case to from the very, very beginning, and it's just a response letter.
What are they responding to you saying?
What do they say? We received your submission from the Congress, and we will review it as soon as possible to determine if it involves the federal consumer financial law within our authority. Of course. And you know that they are inundated with complaints, thousands upon thousands. Okay, what does Chase Bank want? It's just nothing important. You know, they're basically reconsidering me for a modification, and they're going to go through other documents to see if they can help me. But they're going to come back and tell me that they can't. I'm telling you this in advance because I know what they're going to say. They do not want to help me. Unless a court orders it, and the court hasn't ordered it.
Okay.
Okay, U.S. Office of Special Counsel. The form letter says they cannot help me.
Oh.
Los Angeles Police Department finally said they cannot help me. Of course. Senator Dianne Feinstein. This is just a thank you letter under letterhead. Thank you for contacting my office regarding your concerns with J.P. Morgan Chase. I appreciate you bringing this to my attention and giving me an opportunity to see if my office can be of assistance. I have asked Carson Niello and my San Francisco office to assist you. He has contacted the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which we already talked about, on your behalf. Great. You will hear back from my office when a response is received from the agency, which usually takes from 6 to 8 weeks. Thank you for contacting me. My San Francisco staff will do all they can to help you. Want to show that to the audience?
Take a look at that.
Thank you.
We're really trying to get things done, and
we are.
When you are going through some of this, as Paul is doing here, make sure you keep all your documents in order.
And keep them filed.
Keep them filed.
Don't lose them.
Dated.
Make notes.
And continue to put the word out there and get your questions and fill out the forms, because each and every step does help.
She's absolutely right. And the more people that you bug, the greater your chances are hopefully of getting something solved in your favor. Sometimes not, but often it can help. And I'm hopeful that something will get done. Even after I finish contacting these government agencies, my next step is to contact some criminal attorneys. I want to see if there still may be a chance of getting some justice done. And finding an attorney that's willing to take my case on contingency. Because if you remember, I already paid $15,000 to hire one attorney, and that did nothing. But you never know if there's another one out there who may have that niche, or niche, you know. Exactly.
What else you got here?
I got a few more things to talk about. Okay.
All right.
So
anything in there that was a hopeful, that came back with some hopeful information?
Like that song by Olivia Newton-John, I'm hopefully devoted to you.
Something like that.
At least her song made money, right?
Yes.
These things have not made money.
Well, we're hoping.
We're hoping they do, yeah.
We're
hoping for a windfall here, right?
Yeah.
So we can go on to a new topic, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because I hopefully, eventually, that I'll be able to help other people instead of myself all the time, you know? Because I want to help other people.
That's good.
Yeah. So let's see what else we have to talk about here. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. What does it say here? It's just a form letter.
Okay.
All right. Federal Trade Commission. A form letter. When I say form letter, it pretty much means nothing important, nothing for you to jump up and down about, to get excited about, nothing that you would want to go on CNN News and say, breaking news story! Because it's not a breaking news story yet. It could be, but not yet. Federal Trade Commission, form letter. Federal Trade Commission, form letter. Chase Bank, nothing important. Chase Bank, nothing important. Chase Bank, form letter. Federal Trade Commission. They have forwarded my letter to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Boy, they must know who I am by now. Don't you think?
Yeah.
How many times have they heard my name in their office?
With 50 pounds of documents, yeah.
Yeah, really. Federal Trade Commission. They forwarded my information to the the Consumer Response Center. Yeah, they have a Consumer Response Center, but they've done nothing. Federal Trade Commission referred me to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. We know that. I feel like a parrot. I'm repeating myself. Polly, want a cracker? Polly, want to go to the Federal Trade Commission? Polly, want to go to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Okay.
What else do you have?
Chase Bank, nothing important.
Nothing important.
No.
Okay.
Office of the Inspector General. My complaint does not fall under their jurisdiction. We already know that. Senator Elizabeth Warren. She gets involved with financial crimes, and she just sent me a thank you letter. Do you want to show people that?
All right.
Isn't she running for president, or she was running?
I'm not sure.
No, she's not. Okay. I like her.
You can see that.
Can she do anything for me? Probably not. Is she aware of my situation? Yes, she is. Okay. Chase Bank, nothing important. Chase Bank is a form letter stating that, this one says that I have asked U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein to intervene with my case. Show that to the people.
Wow.
That's right, I did. Because I'm sick of Chase's abuse. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau form letter. Oh, here's another nice letter from Dianne Feinstein, a thank you letter. But it's kind of like chopped off. But anyway, that's fine. No problem there. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau received my letter. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is another form letter. Federal Trade Commission. An employee referred my complaint to the Consumer Response Center. Oh, boy! Chase Bank, nothing important. Chase Bank, nothing important. FDIC. What do they say? Oh, this is that letter I told you about earlier, or that conversation. It just says here, this is to advise that your claim, which was filed against the receivership of Washington Mutual Bank, which owned the mortgage before Chase took over, is in the final stages of being fully processed and reviewed. I apologize for not returning your previous phone call during the past week or so. However, our department has been extremely busy working on other claims from other receiverships because they get a lot of complaints. And the volume of information that you sent us for your complaint or claim has taken a long time to sort through. That is true. It's 50 pounds we're talking about.
At least that's how you know they've gotten your items. So
they did.
They got a lot of papers.
And remember, they received my boxes 4 months ago.
Yeah.
At this time, though, we expect to have a determination on your claim within the next couple of weeks. So it could be by the next time we have a show, I could hopefully discuss it. I have to get permission, but hopefully I can discuss it. Whatever is said, you know.
Okay.
So I should point out. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to read that part. But anyway, we'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. What else do we have here? Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. They cannot help me, and they refer me to the FDIC. That's nice. The FDIC already knows me.
Yes.
California Department of Consumer Affairs. They told me they cannot help me and refer me back to the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Chase Bank, nothing important. Chase Bank, nothing important. Oh, we're on our last letter. Office of Justice Programs. It's just a thank you letter.
Oh.
There's a lot of thank you letters. A lot of people can thank you. But the question is, what about thanking you and saying, I can help you?
Yeah, I guess, you've got some positive, information from the FDIC.
That's the only agency in the last 4 to 6 months that can do anything for me, if anything. If not, then like I told you, what I would do is, if they cannot help me, I'm just going to sell one of the properties probably by next year. Whatever I get from it, pay off the other one, be debt-free, and never get a mortgage again. I mean, after what I've gone through, I would not ever want a mortgage. Would I ever tell you to get a mortgage? I would say if you have an income of over $100,000 a year, then by all means apply for one. But if you're not making that much, like me, who got screwed over, then, I would say stay away from applying for a mortgage.
Pretty complicated.
It is complicated. It is.
Complicated.
And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it's not over. The fight is not over. Because I'm still going to try to get a criminal attorney to take on my case to see if there's any justice there.
Yeah.
And maybe some of the networks will do, an investigative interview, You know, so let's see what happens. And let's see if the FDIC can help.
Yeah, we're crossing our fingers.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna know after going through all those documents at 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if there is really a case or not.
Yeah.
Even if they say there's not one, I would still be in disbelief, and I still would not give up, because I'm still going to contact those attorneys. I have a list of criminal attorneys that deal with bank fraud and fraudulent mortgages.
Well, folks, thanks for tuning in. Paul has done as much work as he possibly can.
Obama, I'm sorry that I'm blocking your view. I don't mean that. Here, there we go.
And we appreciate your watching, and we hope that this can help. And please stay tuned for number 7.
Number 7 hopefully will be the last one, or maybe the second last one, and you'll hear what happens with the FDIC, because we're going to discuss what they said, good or bad. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens. Thank you.
Okay. So, it's still going?
This was a long one, wasn't it? We took a little longer.
30 minutes.
I know. It's fine. But, I mean, I had a lot to say.